The Storm by Kate Chopin. Hello and welcome to the discourse. The Storm is a short story written by Kate Chopin in 1898. It remained unpublished for a long period. After the death of Kate Chopin, this story came in print in the year 1969 in the book The Complete Works of Kate Chopin. This story is a sequel to another short story by Chopin titled At the Candian Ball, which was published in 1892. The main characters of both stories are Alcee and Calixta, who are married to Bobinot and Clarisse respectively. The theme of the At the Candian Ball is the class struggle, as it is a drama of class dynamics. The story chronicles the activities of a newly launched ball where Calixta is a ballet dancer. Alcee visits the ball and becomes frequent while Calixta favors him. Gradually, both grow fond of each other as they fall in love. However, Alcee is a wealthy Creole while Calixta belongs to a lower class Arcadian family. Both succumb to the class struggle and settle with partners from their respective classes. Alcee marries Clarisse while Calixta marries Bobinot. The Storm is a sexually explicit story that emphasizes the female erotic experience. Kate Chopin didn't try to get this story published during her lifetime, probably because of prudish and morally righteous publishers and critics of her time. She already was being criticized for breaking the norms. Her novel, The Awakening, got negative reviews even though it was not centered around erotic experience, but depicted a female's domestic experience. The Awakening tells a story of a woman who decides to leave her husband and live her life independently. Summary of the Storm. The story begins with Bobinot and his 4-year-old son Bibi shopping at Friday Hummer's store when a violent storm begins to take shape. The storm appears dangerous, so Bobinot decides to stay at the mall with his son and wait until the storm passes. Bobinot is worried about his wife. He buys a can of shrimps for his wife as he waits for the storm to abate. At home, Bobinot's wife Calixta is busy with her sewing work. Initially, she doesn't notice the strong storm. As it grows darker outside, she notices the bad weather and decides to shut the windows and take the clothes back that are hanging outside to dry. As she picks up the laundry, she notices that Alcee, one of her old acquaintances, is standing there, trying to save himself against the storm. He asks for shelter and she invites him inside her home. It is getting late as the sky grows darker. Calixta is worried about her husband and son, but Alcee soothes her. Her worries give rise to old suppressed passion that she used to feel for Alcee. Once they were lovers and wished to marry each other. The town is small and houses are very close to each other. However, the storm is very strong and loud, and no one can leave wherever they are. Their passion ignites a strong sexual urge, and Alcee and Calixta end up having sex with each other as the storm protects them. Calixta, who always remained honest towards her husband, enjoys this sexual escapade to the fullest. Later on, Alcee goes away on his horse as the storm settles. Calixta laughs in ecstasy as she bids goodbye to Alcee. Bobinot and Bibi return home as the storm passes away. Calixta is too excited and happy to see them safe. Bobinot is relieved that his wife is not complaining about the delay. Bobinot presents the pack of shrimp to Calixta and she gets overjoyed. Calixta prepares a fine dinner and the family enjoys the evening. On the other hand, Alcee reaches his home and he is feeling ecstatic. He decides to write a letter to his wife Clarisse saying that if she and their children are enjoying their time at Biloxi, they should stay there for a longer time. The letter reaches Biloxi. When Clarisse reads the letter, she is also happy. She realizes that though she is missing her husband, she is actually enjoying the independence at Biloxi that she hasn't known since she got married. She decides to stay at Biloxi for a while longer. The story ends as the narrator suggests that the storm has passed and everyone is happy. Themes. The major theme of this story is forbidden love and sexual desires. The relationship of Calixta and Alcee is more passionate than they could feel with their real life partners. Calixta is fearful of the storm as her husband and son are outside. Alcee is calm and he soothes Calixta. A bolt of loud lightning occurs outside. Calixta is more fearful and Alcee embraces her to soothe her. This rekindles the forbidden love that the two had decided to avoid as they belonged to different classes in the prequel at the Candian ball. Calixta gives in to her urge to have sex with Alcee and it appears against their moral norms. Even as the storm settles, there are worries about how Calixta and Alcee will face their spouses after committing such forbidden love. The other theme of the story is familial obligations. Calixta is fully devoted to her family, doing the course properly. Alcee is also a responsible husband and father as he cares for his wife and children and regularly writes letters as his family is away. The storm occurs as an interruption to their familial obligations, and as the storm passes, they return back to their regular life. So, this is it about The Storm, a short story by Kate Chopin. We will continue to discuss American literature. Please stay connected with the discourse. Thanks and regards.